Welcome Cancer to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 4th of December for the Sun or the Ascendant. With the Sun still in the most practical part of your situation, but coming into a square with the Moon in Virgo on Tuesday, there could be a little bit of temptation to really try to get every single task that you have on your list to clear through, get it all done by the end of the week. But there's another set of influences developing for you, Cancer, which is asking you to enjoy yourself as well, particularly Venus moving into your sister water sign of Scorpio on Monday. Venus had a bit of a conflicted relationship with Pluto last week. There may have been some intense family discussions. Early this week, it's forging a great link with the stabilising Saturn. If there's someone you share an interest around it, an enthusiasm with, could be in a romantic context, doesn't have to be, then Saturn can really lock in that attention to one another. Now, if you are someone who tends to buy or sell online, Mercury and Jupiter forge an extremely positive relationship all this week, but particularly on Friday, so that can be helpful. There's also the matter of Neptune. Neptune ends a 22.5-week retrograde. Neptune's been inspirational for you since 2012, opening up your thinking hugely. But it's also at times a very confusing influence, and it can lead us to deceive ourselves sometimes about our motives. And it is, despite going forwards, still going to be forging some tricky angles to planets throughout December and also January. So as much as Neptune can bring in a heightened sense of spirituality and personal consciousness, just be aware that it's always important to get down to the brass tacks of what any matter is about. But as the week draws to a close, that part of your nature that can be a natural leader, certainly a brilliant organiser, is emphasised by Chiron's link to the Sun. Chiron, the wounded healer, is currently in the 10th house of your situation. If you do coach or help anyone in life, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a professional context, could be through a friendship. I think your advice can really be helpful. But it's also important to make sure that any advice you naturally give to someone else is advice that you'd actually act upon within your own situation. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've yet to order your year 2024 personal forecast, ascending above this zodiac broadcast, these charts are based on your unique birth data, totally individual to you. And if you order now, you can get the rest of this year free, but also the rest of year 2024 plus 30% off with my special offer and your character analysis, your life roadmap, which will give you intimate understanding of the patterns that are played out in your life so far. And also, you'll get free your zodiac forecast for all 12 signs for next year, your Indian forecast for all 12 signs, and your Chinese forecast for all 12 signs. Please see below for more.